few weeks back, I thought, why not make a video on women in tech? But I didn't want this video to be considered as one where we're complaining about the fact that there are lesser women in tech. Although that is true and the situation is bad, women do make up 59% of the workforce. But when you zoom in on the technology sector, only 30% is made up of women. But keeping that aside, I wanted this video to be one where we talk about the positivity and bring out a few amazing women in tech and let them talk about their job and look at it from a perspective of half glass full. So I got together a few women from Salesforce itself. These are people from very different roles such as software engineering, product management, program management, sales executive, and let them answer a few basic questions such as, what does a typical day look like for you? Who inspires you? What do you do outside work? You know, questions that anyone who wants to be a software engineer or a product manager would want to know the answer to. For those who didn't know, I'm working as a technical program manager intern at Salesforce for the summer. This video is also a thank you to all the fathers, brothers, husbands, boyfriends, sons, and friends who've helped the women in their life achieve their dreams. If you're one of them, you should be really proud of yourself. Every drop in the bucket counts. Before we go to the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the 11 women who took time out of their busy schedule to come and talk to me. I had so much fun making this video, mainly because I got to interact with so many new people in the office and I got to learn about what they do in their lives and just have a good conversation. When you're working in a company that is so fast-paced, it's hard to even find 30 minutes from your schedule every day. So thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. So without any further ado, here we go.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Silva. I usually go by Alex. I am a senior business analyst here at Salesforce.
And I'm Courtney McKenzie, and I'm a product manager.
Hi, my name is Kanchan Sanithanam, and I'm a software engineer.
Hello, my name is Jean, and I'm a technical writer.
Hi, my name is Vasudha Ravi, and I'm a senior project manager.
Hello, my name is Min. I'm a senior software developer.
Hi, I'm Mary Lee. I'm a director in the security product and program management team.
Hi, my name is Amanda, and I'm a support engineer.
My name is Michelle Wyatt. I'm a workplace services coordinator here at Salesforce.
My name is Danica Clark. I'm an account executive for our big commercial account segment.
My name is Royce Hasuko. I'm a senior legal operations manager.
My name is Ann Beatty. I am a functional manager within the Marketing Cloud.
Before I came here, I was a technical writer at Microsoft, and I have editing experience as well. I started my career in publishing, and I was an English literature major in university.
My first job is actually working in JPMorgan Chase as an application developer. And after that, I decided to change my career a little bit. I want to work more about cloud industry. And then I work in Hewlett Packard, and then Microsoft, and then Salesforce.
I originally went to college for computer security and network technology. I didn't actually finish. I left a bit early and got a job doing tech support at Verizon Wireless, very basic. I got another job doing tech support at a company that makes websites, and then I started here. So I think it's important just to know that degrees are great. They do get you in a lot more doors, but if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. You can also use experience to get pretty far.
It usually starts with a daily stand-up meeting. So my team will do a quick meeting, half an hour, where we get together and just talk about the day, any issues we had the day before, really set us up for figuring out what we need to do and accomplish that day. So in summary, a typical day for me, usually team meeting at the beginning, plan out the day, meetings with project managers to get the timeline going. From there, stakeholder conversations. After stakeholder conversations, it's working on project deliverables. And after that, it's doing data analysis and figuring out how the performance of our projects are doing.
I look at my work in 2-3 different buckets. The first being majority of it, about 70%, is pertaining to projects which are system initiators, whether it's requirements gathering, or UAT testing, or deployment, or enablement, training, communication. That's one part of what I do. I'm also heavily involved in process improvements and optimization for our business unit. And the last bucket is issue resolution and working very closely with the IT partners to understand issues impacting Org62 and our helper training portal.
I would say about 60 to 70% of my time is spent in meetings, whether that be with my direct reports or on leadership calls. We kind of drive best practices for our entire organization, along with basic coaching and general conversations. The rest of my time is spent on either special projects that help drive best practices through our organization and basic HR manager stuff.
lot of the time is figuring out the puzzle piece. It's a challenge. I'm trying to figure out what our customers need to be successful, and so with every new product, with every new journey that we work on, it always feels like we're trying to solve some sort of mystery. We're trying to get to the base, the real issue of what customers need. Once we've already gone live with a particular journey with a product, we know, we get to see and explore and see how these products and things that we've been working on for several months are working. Looking into dashboards and reports and all of that stuff is pretty exciting for me. I mean, working at Salesforce is also really exciting. I mean, you get to work with fantastic people like Courtney, and overall company culture is amazing that the company gives back. So that's been a real pleasure as well.
Well, just being here for other people, making sure they get what they need, whether it's a temp badge or supplies or answer a strange question they don't know who to ask, either finding the resource that they need to connect with and making them successful in their day.
When I came to Salesforce in 2011, I liked sales, but Salesforce really did make me love it. The reason being is I think a lot of people look at sales as a dirty word, and it really isn't. It's the lifeblood of all business out there. There wouldn't be business unless their products were sold. And so learning how to sell in a way that actually helps your customers accomplish their business goals, and it sounds very cliche, but it's very true. You actually can impact on a day-to-day basis what they're doing in their company and personally within their company, and then ultimately just how they're going out and selling to the world. So every day is a new adventure. It's always super challenging, but it comes down to just making relationships with people and helping them with their goals.
If I want to pass one message to the a new graduate student, I would say don't be afraid of coding. I know a lot of people have this fear. They think, oh, I'm not good at coding. I'm scared of doing coding, especially when you do the interview. They ask you so many coding questions. But what I want to say is, if you want to be a developer, your whole life you need to code a lot. So the sooner you pick up coding, the better you'll be more competitive in the future. So always give yourself opportunities to coding.
I'd say one thing that's important to learn to be into any sort of technical role, learn a language. For example, I learned HTML in high school to be a nerd. I built some websites, and I was able to use that at my last job, and I built on it. I was familiar with CSS, I learned Perl, I learned some Java, and I was able to do a lot of projects that got me to this role. So once you learn one, more will follow, and it will take you really far.
If you're looking to get into technical writing, I would recommend practice your writing and volunteer wherever you can, if it's a newsletter, a community center. If you already have a degree, you can do something like the Technical Writing Certificate at the University of Washington, and I'm sure lots of other schools have those. One thing I did was I went to school for English literature, but there are professional writing courses, and some of my colleagues have history degrees or sociology degrees. Just practice writing and communicating, and that makes a huge difference.
There are so many people that inspire me, I don't even know where to start, like truly and honestly. I'm just going to go right to levity, because as you may have figured out from this chat, I enjoy humor and levity. Jerry Seinfeld and Ellen DeGeneres, I love those two people so much, and I find them so wonderful. I love Ellen's compassion, and she's not afraid to just stand up for what she believes is right. And the same with Jerry. Like, I don't know him that well. In fact, I've never met him, although it is on my life stretch goals to meet Jerry Seinfeld and make him laugh, a genuine laugh. So I don't have my bit ready yet, or even my joke. I'm working on it. But again, I just love how he connects people and it brings everyone together. So I think for me, that's just very admirable. And my list goes on, but I'll stop for now.
The woman that inspired me the most growing up was my grandmother. She went into chemical engineering and worked in a laboratory her whole life at a time when not a lot of women did that. And she didn't flaunt it, but she just led by example and showed me that there really is no limit to what women can do. And as far as a man that's had an influence on me, I look to people like Bill Gates, who started the Gates Foundation at a very large scale, and then smaller scales, there's a boot company, a rain boot company called Roma. And for every boot you buy, they give one to an underprivileged child who might not have footwear and lives in a cold climate in Eastern Europe. So I really like the concept of getting to make lots of money, but also recognizing the privilege of that and giving back to people who might not have the advantages we do.
Okay, so one woman who inspires me, this is kind of silly, but Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation. I think it's always good to have a reminder just to be optimistic and try your best. And one man that inspires me would be President Obama.
This being the Pacific Northwest, I spend all of my summer out on the water. This summer I joined a sailboat racing team where we work together to compete every week. And outside of that, there is also kayaking, paddleboarding, motorcycling, all sorts of different activities that you can enjoy out here in the Seattle area.
So I'm a fitness instructor. I recently became a fitness instructor, and I'm a performer. So I have been doing shows for the past 2 years, and all the proceeds go to non-profit organization. So I believe in actually giving back to community. And yeah, me and my husband, we also actually serve homeless people. So yeah, that's what I do outside work to keep a balance in work and life.
Outside of work, I have a 6-year-old, so I'm a happy mom. And as I said, I'm married, so I have a wife, and I actually dance the hula. So I've been doing hula since I was 4. I go to bar class, that's BARRE class, and just enjoy life.
As you would have seen, everyone has such a different personality and a different life, and what unites them all is the fact that they love what they're doing and they're really passionate about their job. What's also important to notice is the fact that everyone has a work-life balance. Wherever you go in the future, just make sure that you have something to do apart from your day-to-day job. So let's do a fun experiment. Comment below your dream job and your dream company. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Which company excites you the most? And what are you so passionate about doing on a day-to-day basis? Maybe you'll find someone else who says the same thing, and you both can start talking to each other from there. It's a fun way to learn from each other. If you want to get in touch with me and ask me something, you can message me on Facebook and Instagram. And here's my personal blog where I write a lot about my experiences, so do check it out. For every month that I've been in the US, I've talked about how the experience has been, and there's a lot of stuff about internships and scholarships as well. For the sake of keeping this video short, I took only the important points from each of the individual videos and I put them together for this. But if you want to watch the entire video without any cuts, here it is. I hope this was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you very soon.